Hola amigos, amigas, la chicos, la chicas. It's your girl Sugar getting into character because this hat is fly. Welcome to another video on the soft life with Shugs baby. Okay, so today, first of all, thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, please subscribe. Don't leave here without subscribing. If this is not your first time, you are amazing. Honestly, thank you so much for watching my videos and listening to me talk. So today I wanted to talk to you about romanticizing your life. That's the next step in this soft life thingy, in this living your best life thingy. Romanticizing your life. And what do I mean by romanticizing your life? I mean taking each aspect of your life and treating it with attention and care, treating it with love, realizing that you can be present right now. Be present right now. What I mean by present is don't let your mind always travel. Be present. Anyway, you understand much more as we go along. So a lot of times we treat our lives or seasons of our lives as transitionary periods. We're always looking forward to something. With our twist, always wanting more. Always looking forward to something. This is not necessarily a bad thing, except that sometimes it makes you lose sight of what you have to be grateful for right now. Now I know that life might not be the easiest, or things might not be going the smoothest, or whatever. You might not be exactly how you want to be yet. But the truth is, there's always a lot of things to be grateful for if you just have a great perspective to life. And that's basically what I'm saying today. Have a perspective that sees the bottle as half full instead of half empty, right? So instead of focusing on the things that you lack, focus on the things that are here. Nature is beautiful, for example. Focus on the beauty that is around you. When you're laughing with friends, be present. There are times when I'm with my friends and somebody cracks a joke, or I crack a joke, because I consider myself a very funny person, if I do say so myself. So and everybody's laughing, and I just zoom in on that moment, and I'm like, wow, life is actually good. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. Life, there's a lot of things to be grateful about. I have people to laugh with. Just that alone is a gift. It's a gift from God. And so that's basically what I mean by romanticizing your life. You'll see that a lot of old people, they know how to do this thing very well. They know how to relax and just focus on one moment because they are old. But why can't you enjoy it while you're young? Why can't you sit down and just look at the sunset, just watch the sunset, just look at things in life as beautiful, mundane things that you can easily look over and find beauty in them. I promise you to make your life 100 times better. I promise you. So I like to give an example of I would like to give an example. It's not as if I used to give that example before. The example is I want to paint two scenarios for you, and you will see what I mean by changing your perspective and romanticizing your life. So now if somebody says, Shubomi, how did you grow up? And I say, oh, okay, I grew up in a small community. There were a lot of arms. It was really boring. I used to trek to school. I used to trek to school every day. It was quite far or more. There was really nothing to do there because everybody just knew everybody. And it was just a very small community. No opportunity, nothing to do, no avenue to grow. But I grew, thank God. And then a different perspective this time. Shubomi, how did you grow up? And I say, oh, I grew up in a very small, lovely community. To be honest, everybody knew each other. I knew my neighbors and my neighbors knew me. I could literally go over, play, just build Lego houses or things like that with their children, eat, feel at home. I used to trek to school, but I had the opportunity to walk with my friends. We would hold hands and just see all the flowers and pick some flowers for my favorite teacher in school. We would play. Yes, now. Bro, I'm not saying that I did this now. I'm just saying that I did not smell flowers on my way to school. We didn't have flowers. I'm just saying that that's a different way to look at it and say, okay, we picked out flowers for my favorite teacher in school. We played different games. Sometimes we'll come home late because we were staying back in school playing games. That one actually happened to me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and although it was a small community, everybody knew each other. I could go to the market and feel at home. everywhere was safe, things like that. It was a very lovely experience. Now these two things are describing the same thing. Like these two examples I gave, these two perspectives are describing the same thing. Okay, this person grew up in a small community, but the way you look at it, you can romanticize it, you can make it seem more special than it is. You can make the mundane seem special to your mind, and if you believe it, my dear, that's what really matters. That's really what matters. So look at the seemingly mundane things around you, the littlest things, and look at the beauty in it. Realize that things are beautiful. Laugh with your friends when you are washing dishes. Like, make bubbles, blow bubbles around. Just do things that seem so mundane and use it to relax your mind. Seriously, I'm going to read from my notes because I really brought out some nice points, if I do say so myself. So I said every day can be the best day in the year if you ensure that you are not wasting it on fear and anxiety. So instead of always looking forward, when will I make it? When will I pay for this? When will I be able to afford this? Look at where you are now and be present and be grateful that you can laugh, that you can smile. Intentionally sometimes just smile and say, wow, I can actually smile. There are actually things to smile about. Think about the things you have to be grateful for. Your parents, your siblings, your friends, life. Omo, let me continue. Intentionally smile and be grateful for these things. Take a walk, pick flowers, keep a journal. Journaling is just so amazing, and it really makes you feel like you are more than you are, seriously. So let me say, sometimes you just get a cup of tea, bring a book, as you're sipping tea, you're writing your feelings. You really feel like you're the center of your own movie, honestly, or like the spotlight is on you, and that's how you deserve to feel. That's how you deserve to feel.
Is it like, sorry for cutting?
No problem.
Is it like when those performers, when they're trying to go for a performance and
They try to get in character.
Yeah, they do the Superman pose or something like that, and just to boost themselves. And
Yes.
It seems so mundane.
Silly, yes.
So, the effects ricochets across several parts
Yes,
of life.
you are actually really smart, and that's so true. It's so true. The most silly things, like, wait, why can't you even be silly? Just be silly. Do silly things, laugh out loud instead of always chuckling. Like,
I could think of some reasons I can be silly,
Like what?
But I mean, have you seen people generally? I mean, I could be walking on the street and I could just want to skip, like while walking, not like skipping rope, but like skip in a walking manner. And like about 7 eyes immediately points their attention.
And then what?
Yeah, but clearly that makes you self-conscious.
Obviously, that's the truth. There is literally nothing different you do that will not attract attention. Literally nothing. If you do anything slightly different, I've been kind of changing my style these days, and I dressed really differently to church today. You cannot see the pictures because I didn't take pictures. But as I was walking, people looked at me and looked away. That's the thing. Last, everybody's attention will be taken by something else. So the truth is, would you rather live a rigid life? Would you rather live a life that is so scripted and maybe boring and just dry and drab? And if somebody says, talk to me about how a day in your life goes, and you cannot even say anything, you can't see anything that will fill the person with wonder or fill your own eyes with wonder. Like, what are we now doing on this earth if you can't be silly? People will probably look at you. There are times where I walk on the road, I will just burst into a song, or I'm walking with a friend and I laugh. People will look like this and look away back. They have other things on their minds. You're not the center of their world. Don't think that you are. But you are the center of your own world. Your world. Your life. If you want to live your best life, romanticize it, bro. If you want to be, and that's how do you live a good life when you are constantly hoping for something, constantly, trying to get. You're not present anywhere. You're with your family, but your mind is in a billion other places. For what? Why can't you be there, right there, and enjoy the experience of being with people that love you? You get. So all these things is, I can't probably possibly cover the entire thing in one YouTube video. So I'm going to read a part of Ecclesiastes for you, and the reason is I actually literally saw this yesterday. It wasn't planned. I saw this yesterday and I was like, oh my, I really need to read this when I'm recording this video. Okay, so I'm going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 9, and I came across it yesterday and it just seemed so profound. It says, this is NLT NIV version. It says, be happy, young man, while you are young, and let your heart give you joy in the days of your youth. See words of wisdom. Follow the ways of your heart and whatever your eyes see. But know that for all these things, God will bring you to judgment. Then he says in verse 10, so banish grief and pain, but remember that youth is a whole life. It says, live, verse 10, live footloose and fancy free. You won't be young forever. Youth lasts about as long as smoke. So the point is that you will soon grow old. It says in NKJV, remember now your creator in days of your youth, before the difficult days come and the years draw near when you say, I have no pleasure in them. Anyway, what I wanted to bring out from this verse is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, the end, the last two verses, and Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1 is that you will not be young forever. You won't. So why not just enjoy life now? Don't wait until you are old. It's the saddest thing if you have to wait till you are old. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully your week goes really, really great and you are able to, be intentional about being present and romanticizing your life. Let me know if you have questions in the comment section below, or wherever, my Instagram handle or whatever. Like this video, subscribe, please. I beg you, please subscribe if you haven't, and share with your contacts. Thank you so much. Bye.